Alright, folks, we're 15 minutes behind schedule, which is fine. But we're getting our shit together. We should be up fairly soon after the set. The top of the at 1 o'clock this afternoon, we have Scott Flair, who'll be joining us. There we go. Let's get framed up here, my friend. There we go. Actually, I need to frame you up, man. There we go. Alright, there we go. Except there's fucking mic in the way. So, we're still getting stuff together. Things should be groovy. Oh wow, those guys are fucking nice. They tore down posters and shit. What a bunch of jerks. Maybe we should tear the whole fucking wall down in retaliation.
Heard about the EMC ones?
Oh, yeah. Fuck. The rest of these are okay, but jerks. Oh, the fun and tribulations of working at fucking CKMS. Down there. We'll go to the set.
We'll go on in a minute. So you think the song is done, and then it goes.
It is not. Oh look, Aerosmith, aka. You know where Con G is going to be this year?
Well, I got the dress and everything. We'll go over it.
Cool. Alright. I'll follow you. I'm assuming the web address is con-g.
Yeah. 10 seconds.
10 seconds.
You want to go on? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and. Hey everyone, we're live!
Are we live?
Yes, we are.
Sweet! How's everyone doing today, my friends? I hope you're all doing well. As you can probably tell by your computer device, today is Tuesday. It's approximately 15 minutes afternoon. We're a little late here today. But however, I be taught. My name is Recepit, and I am the superstar of the Comic Book Guys working title. And of course, keeping us in trouble is the one, the only, Mr. Kennedy! And also on top of that, if you don't know where we are yet, we're broadcasting you live from CKMS, Sound FM 100.3 on the FM dial. And also, if you want to hear us on TV, you can do as such by dialing it at 946 on the Roger box. And on top of that, you can also find us on the Ustream channel, which is www.ustream.tv/channel/Recepit. And that's spelled RCEHOPPE. And on top of that, if you want to follow us on our social network, you can do as such by dialing in over on the Twitter at Kennedy. No, not Kennedy. It is Ryan_Kennedy.
We're gonna have a blooper reel at the end of the year, and it's just be like Kennedy.
Kennedy.
Every time.
And of course, it's the first time you're dialing into us. We do appreciate your time and trouble. We are the Comic Book Guys working title. We basically broadcast from the Waterloo region, and we broadcast everything that is wonderful and geeky within the region and beyond. We usually cover comic books, gaming, animation, movies, gaming, and wrestling, and other stuff like that. So, if you like that particular subject matter, then basically strap yourself in. We'll be here for the next 2 hours, and that's all I gotta say about that. So, today's V-Day, as kids probably know out there, and all those lonely hearts, I apologize, and there'll always be next year. But hey, you know what? If you have any loved ones out there, give them a call, drop them some email, rip them apart on Facebook, you know, anything that forms that cockle in your heart, if you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, we always bring you the very best of anime songs and stuff like that as well. So, Basically, yours truly is trying to dodge the V bomb, but unfortunately cannot happen. Happens to everyone. But Mr. Kennedy here is always charming with the ladies, and he's going to do quite fine this evening. So, enough of that stuff. Let's talk about stuff geeky. Mr. Kennedy, what do we talk about first?
Well, just talk about relationship problems in wrestling.
Relationship
In the wrestling
problems? What?
in the wrestling world.
What? Oh, in the wrestling world.
Zack Ryder got the F word, which is the friend word from Eve Torres.
Someone dropped the F bomb in WWE? I thought they were a friendly kids show. With men running around in underwear, beating the snot at each other.
Last night on Monday Night Raw, apparently John Cena and Eve, they kissed, and Zack Ryder saw it, and it broke his heart.
Isn't it kind of weird that a gimp in a wheelchair just kind of oversaw the whole thing? Like,
yes, where did he come from?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I saved you from Kane. Oh, John, you're so hot. Let me tickle your tonsils with my tongue. Well, okay. Meanwhile, like less than 3 steps away, there's Zach going, woohoo. Like, how do you miss a guy in a wheelchair? And also, if you go back and look at the shot, how it's all composed and stuff like that, there's John Cena within eye distance of Zack Ryder. Remember, Zack Ryder is fishing around in a wheelchair, not one of those Xavier wheelchairs that they have. One of those actually, I'm pushing myself along type of wheelchair. And the crutches and everything else like that. Heaven forbid, how can you mistake in the actual headband? You know what I mean? Exactly.
Yeah, broski.
Yeah, the broski. Remember, take care of your hair. But however, I don't know. I think the whole thing is just silly. What do you think, Kennedy?
I thought I don't know if you saw it when he crutched his way down the ramp into the ring, and then he slapped Cena. He's like, "You're not my friend.
You're not my friend."
And then they start duking it out a little bit. And then
I think it's kind of funny, especially with that scene from John Cena. So I'm like, "Oh, he just didn't slap me. Oh, he just did. I'm gonna kiss my dog tags and take off my shirt and beat the snot out of a cripple. Yeah, that sounds like a manly thing to do." Is John Cena just embracing the hate?
Maybe.
Like my gosh, he's like, the only thing he's missing is just knock off a couple of younglings with his lightsaber, and that will complete the actual full metamorphosis of John Cena the heel. Like,
I'm gonna give kudos to Zack Ryder though from taking a wheelchair push off the ramp.
Yeah, that's crazy. You see how his left leg kind of like went in a different direction?
Yeah, I mean. It's hard to break a fall, right, or to land a fall properly, but he took it on a wheelchair, and kudos to him. So I don't.
You think he sold it right?
I by not getting up, yeah.
Okay.
By laying there
I
dead.
See it. So Zach, here's the deal. Okay, we're gonna have this red big retard monster push you off the stage, and whatever you do. Don't get back up, okay? Just stay on the mat and everything should be fine. Did you see the mat, by the way? Because I took a really good look at that. Did you see that, Kennedy?
The mat that he landed on?
Yeah.
I was trying to see if there was any kind of give, but
there was a little bit of give.
It looked pretty solid, though.
Just a little bit. They had one of those, as far as I can tell, you know those mats that you wrestle on?
Yeah.
They had that laid down.
It was probably some kind of
force. Exactly. So it gave some cushion, but at the same time here, it wasn't like, super thick. Mm-hmm. So like you have a little bit there, because I was really looking for it, and it was gray, but the thing is, it didn't quite match up with the actual floor, because you can see where the floor started and where the mat began, but it was really, really, it was really, really big, so kids wouldn't actually really notice it too much, so that wasn't too bad.
What I would like to know is whose cornflakes did he pee in to get all these injury angles lately? What the heck? Do they just want him off TV? Is the ratings that bad that he's getting? It's like, we just gotta eliminate him somehow. We'll just keep killing him every week.
I can see the Triple H just looking at the roster going, alright, who can we beat on? That's, a little bit important, but not too important. Oh, there's Zack Ryder. Yummy, yum, yum, Zack Ryder. The new kid, the new Flash. I have a barbecue sauce bottle here from JR.
Compliments.
Let's go to town now.
Exactly.
But it was kind of cool to see R-Truth at the podium talking about stuff.
I enjoyed that opening angle.
Did you really?
It was kind of cool seeing them all fight it with each other verbally, and I guess R-Truth is just that used to being in court. He's like, okay, Your Honor, he's like, because he's banned from coming into Canada, right? So,
is he really?
Yes, he is.
I didn't know about this. Well, what's his backstory, man?
know. He used to be part of a gang or something back in the day, and I don't know, but he's just apparently he's used to being in court, so he knows what to say.
Oh,
And
wow.
so it was just I enjoyed it at the beginning, you know.
He's really,
all the
really
little,
bad from Canada?
yeah, whenever there's an event
Oh
in
my
Canada,
gosh.
he can't get through the border. So
Wow.
I think they're working on getting that fixed if it hasn't already been done recently,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, no, that's weird. I never really. Art imitating life. Here we go. My name is R-Truth, and I'm representing the Cribs. Oh, I mean the Bloods? I don't know anymore. I'm confused.
well, you know Ron Killings is his real name, right?
Oh, really?
Killings,
Alright.
I guess. I don't know.
Wow. I thought he was just born as R-Truth, you know what I mean?
That's
This mama just like, we're gonna call you R.
Arr.
R. How do you spell that? That's one R, dear. Thanks, mama. And off he goes off beating, scum off the streets or something like that. But wow, I didn't realize he was actually banned from Canada. Well, you know, one way to look at it, if what's his name, 50 Cent, come into Canada with all of his baggage, I'm pretty sure there's a way to get R-Truth into Canada.
A pardon or something I think he's working on or something like that.
Yeah, no, I can totally see that.
But the opening segment I enjoyed. What did you think of Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels making a return for the night?
Well, they're really milking this whole Triple H beating up Undertaker thing because we all know, as intelligent wrestling fans, we're watching this actual full stage between the Undertaker and Triple H, and I guess the way to really get Undertaker mad is give him an old switchblade and then cut his hair. I am so angry with you, Triple H. I'm cutting my hair off.
Well, would you like to know the behind the story of why he might be doing that?
Well, yeah, sure. What's up?
Apparently, throughout the last year, the Undertaker in real life, he actually shaved his head bald.
Did he really?
So
why?
When we last saw him, in person, coming up to Raw, that was actually a wig.
He shaved his head?
Yeah, so now, in order...
He better be having a goddamn cool tattoo in the back of that
Maybe.
noggin. I hope so.
Maybe pull off a little Bam Bam Bigelow with tattoos all over his head. But yeah, he came out on Monday Night Raw 2 weeks ago with a wig, because his head is bald. So, and now, in this whole video package, here he is cutting his hair. Why? Because he wants vengeance, but okay.
I am so angry with you today, you're gonna cut my hair!
I'm emo, I'm cutting my hair, I'm stabbing myself, but the real reason is because he's bald right now. Yeah, he shaved his head bald.
Why did he shave his head?
I don't know, because maybe he... Well, we haven't really seen him in the last year, so...
Well, yeah, no kidding. It's like, my gosh, I'm blown away by that thing. I am the Undertaker.
Yeah.
The Ministry of Darkness. And I shaved my head bald. Why? I don't know. You getting a tattoo? No, I just want a different, being rich and stuff like that. I just want a different pace, and I'm sick and tired of buying $5,000 of balls of shampoo. I don't know.
Well, actually, what a lot of people are hoping for is we get the return of the American badass Undertaker.
He's copying what Kane did.
Well, technically, Kane never had hair. His mask now even has a wig attached
to it. Yeah, no, for sure. We're talking about the whole Kane look. He's talking about bald, eye contact in there. And now Kane's coming back with his stupid red mask, and now Undertaker's going, we're gonna copy Kane's look. Oh my god!
Well, do you remember the Undertaker motorcycle era?
Yeah.
We might see that because
you know what? That would be cool.
It's different.
At least that little badass thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is that was the Undertaker / I'm a street thug angle going on. Oh wow! I'm hoping he gets a cool tattoo because the way I look at it, Undertaker shaving his head for no apparent reason except he's born with his look. It's like, oh my god, he's looking cool. Go back to the pit of evilness and talk to your. What does his wife say about this? Can you imagine? Hello, Sarah. Oh, I'm not Sarah. Doesn't matter, you're Sarah. How do you shave your head? I didn't shave my head.
Sarah. Oh, we're going back a ways.
Oh, we're going back a little bit.
You know he has a new wife, right?
Oh, I'm well aware of that.
Okay.
Did you catch my joke at the beginning there, Ken? My name's not Sarah. Yes, it is. Okay, then. Obviously, Marky's having some problems with identifying himself these days. But, however, I don't know.
I just hope for the motorcycle Undertaker since his head is
That's not gonna
short.
happen.
But we'll see because it's the American badass Undertaker, but he'll talk more and he will be more
He'll talk more.
ruthless.
Oh, great. I want my Undertaker
more
talking
aggressive.
more. Sorry, can you hold that?
No.
Sorry, I was talking more.
No. He will actually do more interviews. Since he'll be out of the whole dead man character, he'll actually do interviews like on talk shows.
Bad angle.
But he did in the past, and he might be bringing it back. We'll see. We're on the road to WrestleMania. Time will tell where they're going with this. And I know, as we all know, eventually Triple H is going to accept the challenge. And
Well, of course, because Undertaker's going to cross that line and steal his wife or play around with his child or something like that. We all know how the Triple H works.
Actually, it wouldn't be the first time he's kidnapped Stephanie
You're
McMahon
absolutely
and
correct.
put her on a crucifix.
It's sort of like the Undertaker cross or symbol or whatever it's called.
The T.
Maybe they'll bring it back down again and have like Stone Cold Steve Austin still on there as a skeleton going, oops! We forgot to feed Steve! Remember when Steve was mounted on there?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm drawing from.
Yes.
So we kind of find we dust off the old Undertaker symbol. There's Stone Cold Steve Austin as a skeleton going, what?
The shirt's in the old storage locker. Just pull it out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, we've got to take Steve down. Who's in those interviews? He has a twin brother, right? Uh-oh. And the lawsuits begin from Steve Cold, Stone Cold, that camp stuff.
But
oh,
as it'll turn out, we're going to have Triple H versus Undertaker 3. And I wasn't impressed with last year's match anyways. It was just chair shots.
What do you mean you're impressed? Triple H was the only wrestler to beat The Undertaker so badly that he couldn't leave the ring under his own power.
But the match itself, it was just chair shots. And apparently some of the chair shots they even did were illegal, and they both got fines for doing some of the chair shots. Because you're not allowed to do chair shots to the front or the back of the head anymore, right?
And I wonder why they're not actually broadcasting that, huh?
Yeah. So they did it anyways, and they both got fined.
Oh, wow.
But that's all it was, to me, in my opinion, last year. That's all it was just chair shots. I mean, if I want to see that, I'll watch McMahon versus Bret Hart again. It was a chair shot.
On your VCR, to get the people all upset. Why'd you play get a Blu-ray? I'm not doing this. $50 But no, you know what? I gotta agree with you, Kenny. That I wasn't impressed either with the whole Triple H versus Undertaker thing. It was sort of like, the way that they were going back and forth. It's like, all right, the whole chair shot I didn't really know about. It's like that's pretty cool, if you know what I mean. But,
yes.
All it came down to it, sort of like I don't know. It was just one of those really really strange and special things. It's like, oh my goodness. But anyways, another thing I'd like to announce as well. Today we're going to have a special guest to the show. His name is Scott Fair, and Mr. Fair has this very very cool resume. Video game programming, other stuff like that. So we'll have him on the actual show around 1 o'clock this afternoon, which is pretty cool. And so just want to throw that in really quickly. So, anyways, to move forward, well,
just to end, if you want to end off the wrestling segment, this Sunday is Elimination Chamber.
That's right.
And chances
are
you're gonna find us down at Bobby O'Brien's.
O'Brien's, that's right. Eating our nachos and our burgers.
Come on down, have some good food. Join in with the wrestling fun.
But anyway, before we leave this wrestling segment, here's a couple things for you. Getting back to the original question between Triple H and Heartbreak Kid, which I was unfortunately got a bit of a tangent there. I thought it was okay. Like it was sort of like it was like Heartbreak's like, look me straight in the eyes and tell me that you're saying no. Of course, he gets all upset, takes off his $5,000 flipping blazer, and takes off his tie, and he goes, no! And it's like, oh my goodness gracious, what?
Shawn Michaels was starting to lose his voice there. It's been a while since he's been
screaming on the mic.
Yeah, it's been a while. You could tell.
He even said, "He goes, I've been screaming on the mic for a while." But maybe the reason is that he's doing his hunting show now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, he is. Yeah.
And he's hunting down quail. It takes a whole new skill set.
His life.
Why they bring him back? Sorry. I understand.
I was just gonna say, Shawn Michaels' life has changed so much.
Really?
As you and me have talked before, Shawn Michaels was the party guy, always going out and
I'm not your boy toy.
Yeah, but now he's humble. He's a family man. He hunts and eats his own kills. Just very humble and
he eats what he kills.
Yeah.
He's after the biggest game, man.
I mean, he's not that much out there. He's not really much seen. He likes a private life now, and he will still communicate with fans though on Twitter and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
but it's totally different the way his life changed from so long ago. It's
Well, I'm not pretty sure if you noticed this. Everyone knows Shawn Michaels tattoos, and he has his ring on his actual wedding ring tattooed, so he can't take it off.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little extra special, if you know what I mean. But however, well, kudos to Mr. Shawn Michaels for punching through all the diversity of things, and totally resculpting his life. People like, oh, okay, we'll give Shawn a second chance because he's changed so much.
Oh, yeah. Bret Hart did.
Personally, a zebra never changes his stripes, so he'll be back one day, and when he does, we will be there monitoring his every move. But there's other wrestling stuff as well. I've been following TNA recently.
Haven't had a chance to watch the last pay-per-view that was on Sunday, Against All Odds, but TNA was recently in London doing some big shows. And
big shows in London? Well, I guess the London geeks must be just drinking that.
Definitely. I mean, the wrestling fans over in England are crazy for wrestling.
I saw some on YouTube. You had Stinger and the Hulkster all over London, basically, hitting their brand names in there.
And they're having the biggest attendance just being out there, like bigger than any of their big pay-per-views. The big attendance is out in England from them. Like it looks like almost like I wouldn't say WrestleMania, but it has that feel of it's big, it's different, and it just came over great.
That's awesome because I was watching a little bit of YouTube a while ago, like 3-4 days ago, and I came across the whole Stinger video blog of him going through all the paces of flying in and stuff like that, and so forth and so forth. And he was basically talking about how the young kids coming up, and the one thing they're missing is respect. And if you have respect for your elders, you go far in this industry, etc., etc., etc. He was talking about all the old guard now from the 80s and the 90s. The reason why they're still in the game is because of the whole respect angle. So like, that's interesting. Fast forward. Then it goes to and it basically goes the whole thing of going to the stage and stuff like that. But it's only shot from his perspective. So you're gonna picture there's this elderly gentleman who's like pushing his 50s, doing his mid 50s. But then they go going, I'm making a video blog. Well, that'd be very, very interesting.
This is the last time that England might get to see Hulk Hogan, Sting, and those guys. So that's why I think the attendance, was ridiculous.
Yeah, no, I could totally see that. And I'm pretty sure that if they ever came to the region, I'm pretty sure people lose their collective stuff. You know what I mean? For all of this.
The best thing, in my opinion, that TNA has going for them is their X division. Just because the wrestlers,
I completely agree with you, sir.
Phenomenal. And there are some rumors stirring up that WWE will be bringing back the cruiserweight division, and I'm crossing my fingers that they do. Because it's just amazing,
Well, you know who the cruiserweight champion is, don't you? Do you remember?
Hornswoggle is the last
there you go.
WWE cruiserweight champion.
Which is totally, a little bit unfair because, what's his name? The guy who was a Hurricane? What was his name again?
The Hurricane himself?
What was his name?
His real name?
Yeah.
I believe it was Sean something.
No, it's not Sean. Hurricane's Helmsley.
Shane Helms.
No. It was Helmsley.
Gregory Helms?
Possibly.
I think it's Gregory Helms.
We the wrestling guy should know this, eh?
Yeah, I think it was Gregory Helms.
You know what?
Also known as Sugar Shane Helms. He's gone through a few names throughout the year. Yeah. He's in the Independence or back Independence right now. But in the WWE,
because that guy worked his Glucive Maximus off just to bring some legitimacy to that belt. And when Hornswoggle just ate it up, it was like, oh my god, really? You lost it to a mini person?
Yeah.
And top
I think that was Chavo that may have lost it.
Do you think it was Chavo?
And this was the period where Chavo was just being humiliated, like, left and right. Remember when Hornswoggle was beating up Chavo Guerrero and it was just pathetic? And then he won the title, and then they just stripped Hornswoggle of the title. And
did they strip him?
I don't know. They just said the division's over and they took it from him or something.
Wow, I didn't see that episode. I was under the influence that he was still the champion or something like that.
I remember when there was the minis division.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a ball of fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Super Porky. Do you remember that guy?
Well, speaking of mini divisions, you hear about Hulk Hogan's new show he's coming out with?
Yes, micro championship
Yeah,
wrestling.
Michael and right for this, they're in legal trouble already.
Are they? Oh no.
There's another little people's division out there.
Ooh.
It's like, they're stealing all of our stuff! And stop! So it looks like they're going to be going to court over all this. So that's
Oh,
right.
okay.
And ready for this? Guess who is the producer of the mini champion Hulk Hogan?
Hulk
Just take a
Hogan
guess.
and Eric Bischoff?
Nope.
Someone else?
The producer, the main producer of the show. Just take a guess.
My only guess would be Eric Bischoff.
How about that old man named Ted Turner?
Ted Turner?
Ted
involvement in
Turner!
this?
Pulling off this. When I saw that, I just laughed my collective butt off. I went up, you gotta be kidding me! So it looks like Ted Turner's back in the wrestling business with little people.
I've heard rumors that he misses having wrestling.
Of
but
course!
He lost his whole network and everything like
Yeah!
that. So.
When you start having a fire sale on a catalog, it's like, oops! We kind of screwed up. But oh my goodness, like I was just completely blown away when I saw Ted Turner was trying to get back into this. And the thing is that, how does Ted Turner start off? He brings in Hulk Hogan, pays what he wants to do, steals another show's, outlook, and puts it on the air.
Mm-hmm.
Good going, Mr. Turner. But however, I caught a couple of shows on the interwebs, so that was all interesting watching a little bit. After a while, I kind of went, I really didn't fall in love with it. I'm pretty sure there'd be kids out there going, oh, this is so cool, the little midgets running around, la la la. Like, but however, for me, I thought it was okay. Have you seen any of this yet, Michigan?
Of the MCW, Micro Championship Wrestling?
Yeah.
Not really.
Their promos, it was the most ridiculous, poorly shot promo I've ever seen ever. If you go to the website and see what's going on, like they must have got Hulk Hogan on their on a bulk deal because they just have this really bad video camera work with really bad graphics, and there's Hulk Hogan going, okay, brother, you have to watch some micro wrestling, blah blah blah. It's like, oh my gosh, and it was just bad. It wasn't like shot good and made bad. It was just bad.
By any chance, do they have any Luchador minis?
Yes.
Oh, good.
They did. They had some luchadors floating around there.
Good.
Speaking of luchadors, I heard a rumor that Rey Mysterio will be coming back to WWE. Did you hear about this?
Right now he's recovering from another knee surgery, but they're
That
hoping.
poor kid.
I know he's gone through 3 or 4 so far.
Mm-hmm.
But what WWE wants to do is have Sin Cara versus Rey Mysterio at WrestleMania, and have it. And they're trying to set a record for the most indoor fans wearing masks, because as you know, Sin Cara masks and Rey Mysterio masks, they sell like crazy.
That'd be really interesting.
They're going for a world record.
And it looks like Vince McMahon's really taking this most recent WrestleMania very, very seriously, because I've never seen him just putting everything forward. You know what I mean? It's like, who do we have the kids like? Okay, everything. What? I want everything. Vince, everything. Because I heard recently that Vince McMahon's actually really, really getting the press recently, and it looks like I personally think he's going to pull another number 1 WrestleMania when he puts everything on the line and hopefully it works one more time. I personally think this will be a break it or make it scenario for WWE, because I also heard that the Raw's ratings have been going down the toilet recently. They're really, really like just a whole bunch of mess going on, which is very unfortunate. Have you heard anything to this aspect?
All I know is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson's been going around promoting WrestleMania, so just by having him out there in the wild promoting it that the way he does is going to probably help a lot for this year. Just to get more mainstream. There's rumors that Shaq O'Neal will be coming in.
Yeah, we talked about that in our past segment. I think that would be a really, really cool thing to see. I like Shaq O'Neal.
Yeah, Shaq, the whole Shaq versus thing. I don't know if you remember, he had a television show where he'd go up against other people in different areas. Like he'd go up against Justin Bieber in a singing contest, and stuff like that. He'd go up in baseball.
Shaq O'Neal versus Justin Bieber in a bare knuckle challenge. What?
But the show, I don't believe it's no longer on the air, but there's a show called Shaq versus, and you'd go and you challenge people in whatever they're best at, and see if you can take them on.
Maybe we should bring him on the show. That would make people's eyes jump out of their craniums. What do you think? You guys got Shaq O'Neal going? Well, yeah.
I'll challenge him to some Shaq Fu.
Shaq Fu, eh?
Shaq Fu,
Maybe we can sit him down and make him watch his movie. And
Oh, no.
the person that wins his first, loses type of thing.
Yes.
Shaq O'Neal, we challenge you to watch your own movie. What? That's right. Remember Steel? Oh, those are the memories.
But right now, their hope is to bring him in and give him the big show, because they're pretty much the two biggest athletes in the world.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be pretty cool. What about the Great Khali? How does he weigh in and stuff?
He's
Because he's pretty big too, isn't he?
he's tall, but he's pretty skinny too.
Dig it?
Like the Big Show is pretty girthy.
He's
and so is Shaq. He's like muscular and pretty big.
Yeah.
So I think together they're like over a ton.
Well, Vince does have an erection for very large guys, so it'd be interesting to go like a cage match going on or something like that.
Yeah. And also, Mike Tyson's going to be in attendance, or he's going to be around. So
Really?
that's another that made a lot of news too when Mike Tyson was announced as being inducted into the celebrity wing of the WWE Hall of Fame. So my attention,
that's right. Don't forget Edge is being inducted this year as well.
the Four Horsemen.
I also heard that Ron Simmons will be inducted this year as well.
Which is great. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Which is too bad because I really like Ron Simmons, especially back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for him to be retired, whatever happened to that guy?
He was the first ever. He broke ground when this happened. He was the first ever world heavyweight champion of being colored black.
Yeah.
And that was, before then it was, I guess, unheard of. But
he
broke ground. So
yeah. Why did they degenerate Ron Simmons into?
He's just been getting old. So I don't know. The whole damn thing that really caught on with everyone. People liked it, and most younger fans know him for doing that.
How was his mic skills? Do you know?
Well, I think he could talk on the mic again
if
he wanted to. He's got to do induction speech after all, so hopefully.
That's going to be interesting. Looks right now. Thank you, Ron, for coming out. Yeah, push it.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, no, it's really weird because I remember when he was part of the Acolytes and up there with Liefeld, and it's like
Bradshaw.
Yeah, Bradshaw Liefeld. And the thing is that when I saw these two guys interact, I was like, you couldn't stop them. It's like the clothesline from hell. Takes your legs out, like you were screwed. It was game over.
The APA. Was Acolytes Protection Agency.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, and they had the whole, we're drinking beer, playing cards and stuff like that. Sort of like after the whole ministry kind of collapsed, like we have this great tag team. What do we do with them? Make them into a protect agency, and that's actually where Jericho got some guys from, because I remember when Jericho was climbing up the WWE ladder for the WWF ladder back in the day. Sort of like Triple H puts out a general challenge to anyone in the back to come over. Here comes Y2J, and of course Triple H is like, oh, I'll take you. Oh, okay. And he goes, brings the guys in, just beat the stuff out of him, goes for the pin, and goes, I'm now champion. And then they stripped him. Remember that?
Yeah, this goes back a while.
Yeah. So it just went to show, and I think he had like another challenge or something like that, or something. And the thing is, I remember when Jericho brought the handcuffs and handcuffed the guy outside when he beat the snot out of his partner and got the win or something like that. I don't know, it's really weird for me to see how Jericho is generated into this life break character now.
Well, they were just going over all of his accomplishments last night, and he's really done a lot.
He has, and I totally agree. And the thing is that I hope they don't go the way of Christian, where he becomes this whiny character going, one more match! Oh! Speaking of Christian, have you heard what's happening recently overall?
The last I heard of him, he was recovering from an injury, and I'm not sure when he'll be back. Hopefully, they're thinking of bringing back the Money in the Bank match at WrestleMania, so he might be one of the participants. We will see.
That'd be really interesting, because I hope when they bring Christian back, they bring him back with a better angle. That whole whiny, crying, angle is just
one more match.
Horrible. Yeah,
one more match.
He had one more match 2 matches ago. It's like one more match. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know. I just hope to bring it back, because the way I look at that Christian kid has been working so hard on his stuff, and he finally got back in WWE. I just really thought they flushed his whole concept completely down the toilet. So it's like, seriously.
I have a hunch that Christian will probably be inducting Edge into the Hall of Fame. So
I can see that. That'd be a nice mix. Like, who else are going to do? Gangrel, perhaps? Or Brother Love, when they had that whole, what were they? I can really nuns or something like that to begin with.
Ooh.
And then once the Attitude Era kind of came up, they said, "Oh, you're not nuns anymore. You guys are the Brood." That would be awesome to see. But however, it should be interesting. It should be really, really interesting. Speaking of Gangrel, has anyone known where this guy's been recently? Is he still out there chasing down the Twilight or what?
Just the last I've heard of him, he's been directing porn films. So
he's directing porn.
I'm pretty sure that's what he's been up to lately.
How thou has fallen!
Wow.
Remember how popular he used to be back in the day?
Oh, yeah, you got the fangs.
Yeah, and on top of it, you got the whole White Wolf thing. You know, segmented when White Wolf was going, "Yes, he's Gangrel. He's like, what are you guys doing, White Wolf? We don't know anymore." Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
He had one of the best entrances coming out of the Ring of Fire.
Yeah, and he had to spit in the blood and everything else like that. I thought it was really, really cool too. But I guess as Vince says, he just became a chewed up dog. No more flavor. Nothing you can do with it. There's the door, Gangrel. Bye. And off he goes into the unknown sunset.
Yeah.
But now he's directing pornography.
I believe so. Last I've heard of him.
Well, I heard the pornography industry is, quite a lucrative one. Yeah. So yeah. So there we go. So how about this? It's about 10 to 1, and this is before we have a special guest, Scott Fair, coming on.
Yeah.
So how about we spin some anime tunes, and we'll talk quickly a different segment, and then we'll get Scotty on the phone. Sound good?
Yeah, we'll play some tracks here. Let me just pull it up.
Awesome. Still fumbling around with a new toy, aren't you, Kennedy? What do we got?
Alright. So here we go. We'll be back soon.
Soup! Yeah. Turn the music up a bit so we can hear it.
Is he gonna call him up?
No. Yeah.
Expecting our call, right?
Of course. Expecting our call, right? No, he's not. Where is the phone jack? Oh, here it is. Sweet. Nice choice of music. It's like
It's actually very popular, this song, for Final Fantasy X.
No, I'm all worried, it's like all excitement, driven. Here's this calm song. What the hell? Check paper. Hell? Why is this not working? There we go. Whew. We almost had a major glitch, kids. Dodge that bullet. Dodge it real good. We'll call you in 5, Scotty. How are you for your gaming stuff? How are you for gaming stuff?
For questions?
Yeah. For questions and just general what's coming out and stuff like that.
Oh, I can look up what's coming out today.
Alright, that's cool.
Since today is new video game day.
Yeah. Let's hit this stuff up then. Making cupcakes again. Yeah, Scott's a good guy. He's not all good. All of us fucking shit together, you know. Dude. Yeah, I know the Raw stuff last night. I watched a bit of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I was too busy fucking working on shit.
I'll just talk about the new teams that came out after this.
Let's go.
And I'll just be a good lead in.
Oh, sure.
One more song.
Sounds good. Something rockin', please. Hey, how you doing, bud?
Alright.
Cool. Scott around?
Hey, let's talk to Scott.
What's that?
One Scott.
Yes, please.
You'd like to talk to Scott?
I'd like to talk to Mr. Fair, please.
Here he is.
Awesome. Mr.
Yo.
Fair, good morning.
Morning.
How you doing, buddy?
Not bad. Yourself?
Not too bad, not too bad. We're sort of on a break right now. We're going to keep you on the air here on our dime, if you know what I mean. So we don't have to worry about calling in and stuff. Unless, of course, you got something really on the go that we need to call back with or something like that type of thing.
Alright.
So do you want us to call us back or do you want to stay on the air with us?
It's up to you. I got my friends coming by today, just to let you know, though.
I'm sorry?
Friends coming over in a little while, though.
Okay. Do we have you for the half-an-hour segment then or what?
I don't have that much time, though. Just to let you know, like, it is girl, it is Valentine's Day, so yeah.
All right then, Mr. Flair. What time do we have you for then?
I don't know. No, honestly, she's, like, on her way right now.
So do you want to cancel the segment then altogether?
Can I this week?
Well, shit, man, we put advertising into this and we have you on the air, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is making us look kind of bad, if you know what I mean.
I don't know. Timing, hold on. She's on her way, so I can, like I said, I can be here for a bit, though.
All right, well, give us a time to work with because we need to know this type of stuff. So you want to give us like what, 10 minutes?
I don't know. Like I said, she's on her way right now. She's gonna be here any minute now. And as soon as she gets here, I can't really just make her sit in the corner for half an hour.
All right, then let's cancel the segment altogether then.
All right, like I said, we'll just reschedule it for like another Tuesday. I'll check when I'm free on another Tuesday.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Talk later, all right?
All right.
That was a waste of time.
I'm going a minute or another song.
Put another song on. That was completely disappointing. So what do we want to talk about?
Don't talk about feelings.
Sure. Well, What's that?
Unless you want to.
No, I won't. How's your movie stuff?
Chronicle.
See it? You see it? Alright, okay. So we'll talk about
Do you remember? You and me?
You were there?
No. I'm your imaginary friend, Little Jimmy.
Little Jimmy! You're Little Jimmy!
I'm Little Jimmy.
Alright, so we'll talk about movies after this.
Games and movies, or
No.
movies first? Okay, we have time.
The bounce is back for our no show for today.
Okay. Got an hour to kill, so. And kanji.
Yeah. We'll wish we had a kanji poster.
Kanji.
We had a kanji poster.
Yeah. I could put the laptop up here. Are you making a sign? Okay, there we go. Tape. Oh, yeah, tape.
I don't believe our guest bailed on us! For a girl!
For a chance at superstardom.
Oh, pretty much. Yeah, put the laptop up. That's not what we already call. Oh well. Well, the best thing about a show like this, we always bounce back from stupidness. Oh well. I guess these things happen. Hey, Scotty. Maybe next time around. Uh-huh.
I want to cover you.
No, you will be covered, unfortunately.
As
How much battery power does it have in this mouth?
Should be alright. No, I have to look at it.
You can't see anything but that.
This is kanji.
Yeah, this is us.
Take this away.
Yeah, pretty much. Do you want to show it to your phone? No. Oh, all the graphics look better. So we'll talk about kanji.
Yeah.
After movie stuff.
Okay.
And then after, we'll push that through. See where we're at that point. Is this an anime song?
No.
Oh my god, why have we been playing this
I
shit?
don't know, because it had Valentine in the title.
Oh god! You know what? We're gonna cut. We're gonna cut it.
You wanna go
we're,
live?
We're gonna go live. In
Alright.
let's take 10 seconds.
I can do that anytime.
Alright.
I'll silence it out and go live, okay?
Actually, just do a direct cut.
I'll just go like this.
Alright, so 5, 4, 3. Okay.
Hey everyone, we're back!
Oh, that was horrible!
Hey, I hope everyone's been enjoying our special Valentine's Day song.
This is a Valentine's Day song, Mr.
see?
Kennedy.
Yes, it is, because, see, we have
Oh, that's right!
Valentine's
We got
Day
cookies coming in from Mrs. Kennedy.
Nom, nom,
Mrs.
nom.
Kennedy, thank you very much for the cookies.
Yes.
We love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if you're just joining us, thank you very much for dialing in. We are the Comic Book Guys, working title. We're basically coming to you live from CKMS Sound FM, which is 100.3 on the FM dial. Plus, on top of the website, you can do as such. by basically going to your favorite search browser and or your favorite search engine for that matter, and typing in soundfm.ca. Plus, on top of it, catch us on Rogers Box at 946, so close to number one, but however, at least we're on television, if you know what I mean. Plus, on top of that, if you want to catch us on YouTube, you can do as such by dialing us in at www.ustream.tv/channel/Receppe, that's RCEHOPPE. Plus, on top of that, we always have this high internet thing going on called Twitter. So when you hit us on Mr. Kennedy's Twitter, you can do as such as Ryan_Kennedy. Plus, on top of that,
Tweet
we're
us,
once again.
guys.
What's that?
Tweet us, folks. Send us your thoughts, your love for the day.
Exactly. And
We
if
love
you
to
tweet us
hear
in,
the
we'll
love.
give you one of our. We'll give you one of Mrs. Kennedy's wonderful cookies.
Nom, nom, nom.
Nom 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 nom.
Delicious.
So, anyways, as we talked about before, we're going to do gaming stuff, but now we're going to put that on hold and talk about some movie stuff instead. Because
got it.
after all, we are the wonderful, fantastic geek show in the Water region, always trying to push careers forwards, trying to get people on the air and so forth. But however, we're going to do what we can with the stuff we currently have on hand. So just going through my show notes here. Let's talk about some trailers that are coming up recently. I'm not quite sure about you, but you know the president, as in President Lincoln, as in Abraham Lincoln.
Yes.
They're coming out with a movie called Abraham Lincoln, Vampire Hunter. When I first heard about this mixed steampunk changing over genres thing, I kind of went, I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. But I got to tell you, Candy, I have seen the actual preview for this, and oh my goodness,
OMG.
it looks awesome!
Good.
oh wow! I'm highly, highly, highly recommending this because you have like Lincoln's axe, and when he's like younger, so he came across this magical item, and they have this one shot where he's actually just destroying trees with one blow, and it's like, oh my gosh! And plus, you have all of the actual legendary that Lincoln has as well. So it's like, you know, he's wrestling bears and stuff like that. It's like, oh my goodness! And it's coming to you from Tim Burton, and it's freaking awesome. Like, my goodness, like as I said last week when we talked about the new Amazing Spider-Man or Spectacular or the Web of I don't know, crap, the new Spider-Man movie that's coming out, which I'm not a big fan of. The lizard character looks like ugh, and they're just really like. Here's an example for it. When the Blockbuster was first designed, I believe back in the 50s or 60s, in which you get lots of actual input back from this type of thing, there was this really bad movie called Hercules. But however, the thing is that the studios knew it was bad, everyone knew it was bad, and they made a trailer for it. And what they did is took all the best parts of it and put it in the trailer. So when the general sheepish public saw this trailer, they went, "Oh my God, this is in the trailer!" Oh, and people lined around the blocks. And from that, the very, very first technical blockbuster was created from that because they made scads of money on a real poopy film. So anyway, Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man that's coming out, I'm not a big fan of, so I don't know if I'm going to pass or not. Obviously, going to make its money back and stuff like that. But however, to move forward with all this type of stuff, you ever heard of a little movie called Back to the Future 2?
Oh, I love Back to the Future. So
all right,
yes.
dig this. Mattel is actually releasing a hoverboard.
At last.
The future is here, folks. But before we get too geek orgasmically excited about this particular cutting edge of technology, as far as I can tell, it's not going to hover.
Oh, too bad.
But what they're going to do is make this board so accessible that it could actually glide against any surface. So it's sort of like the compromise between, does it really hover? Not really, but it's board that's so diversified it can go through any particular structure, and it'd be awesome. Do you know what I mean? So the thing is, I'm looking.
Still good enough.
It's pretty interesting. Yeah, the release date of this, if I'm not mistaken, is 2014. I guess that's when the future really kicks off. So it should be interesting what Mattel can do for moments. Plus, on top of that, are you familiar with an actor named Michael Keaton by chance?
Batman.
There you go. And also, do you know what before Batman was? The big breakthrough film that really put Tim Burton on the map?
Beetlejuice.
There you go.
Oh,
There's talks of the possibility of a Beetlejuice 2 coming out, which would be very, very interesting because now you have a very seasonal director being Burton, of course, and you have Michael Keaton who's saying, "I'm an actor! I raise horses!" Type of person coming back. And I really like Keaton films, so this should be very, very interesting to actually get those together. And Unfortunately, the Apocalypse does not start next year. It starts on June 29th, 2014. Because Hasbro has green-lighted Transformers 4. And unfortunately, Michael Bay will be coming back to correct this wonderful piece of segment poop. So, basically, Bay is on board. Everyone's on board, and they're pushing through for Transformers.
Are the
4.
Autobots on board?
I hope not. I'm hoping for some
protest.
It's like
we go on strike.
Optimus Prime is in his trailer. He's not coming out till he gets more money. You mean Prime has a trailer? Well, yeah, so does Bumblebee and Jazz. We killed Jazz in the first one. He gets a trailer. I don't know. I wasn't too happy with Transformers 3. I was massive disappointed with Transformers 2. And Transformers 1 was sort of like, oh, they make a Transformers movie! What a letdown afterwards. So all that wasn't, too fantastic, if you know what I mean. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm a beat-up wife coming back to the husband going, oh, maybe we'll give him another chance. Maybe he's changed. Maybe things are okay. No. Yeah, so stay tuned, kids. The future is really spooky. But however, one of the few things that really sort of, gets me in my happy spot is this little movie called Chronicle.
Yes.
How was that? Have you seen this movie yet, Kennedy?
Actually, we were in attendance
Were we?
for
Was
a
I there?
showing of it. Yes, you were. We were there, front row.
I thought,
center.
yeah, front row, front and center, watching this thing and all the kids, like, it was packed.
Yes.
It was completely packed, and I was impressed by all of this. So, the way I look at it is that it was there and it was good. And I was really impressed by it all. I went on YouTube, saw a couple of actual reviews on it, and it's really weird because you have this sort of mixed thing going on. As an example, you have the critics just eating this film up. You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
This is the best. And of course, I was walking, leaving the theater with this. This is just so cool. We even stayed to the end credits just in case they insert some extra stuff at the end.
Just in case, see the guy came back alive or something.
Little spoiler there, they didn't. I
Yes.
personally thought the way that this movie was shot was absolutely fantastic. Plus, on top of doing a little bit more digging, did you know this is a first time for everybody? Like first time writer, first time director.
Oh,
first
really?
Time cast. Yeah, this is the first
Very
time.
nice.
So for a movie like that, coming out of the gate with a bunch of first times, amazing. Amazing. I highly recommend people going to see Chronicle.
Definitely.
I give it a enthusiastic yay up. I also
for sure.
really recommend, people see this.
Yeah.
If you pay full price, you're not going to be ripped off. I highly recommend seeing it on matinee, like a Saturday, seeing with some friends. Maybe taking a loved one out and seeing it, perhaps.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was a love movie between two brothers. No, two cousins. There you go.
I'm a fan of the movie called Push and a fan of this TV series called Hero. So if you're a fan of any of those, you'll love Chronicle because it's the whole
I didn't like Push at all.
superpowers kind of. Oh, you like Push?
I didn't like Push.
But I also had a little, kind of flashbacks of Akira.
Yeah,
and
it had
that's what I
a
dig.
North America, Akira love letter
Yes.
to it, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. It was like this Akira could be possible as a live action film from St.
Well, I personally think that this is the best. If they're gonna make Akira, they should just cut and paste Chronicles and just call it a day. You know what I mean? Because it was great. It was really, really well done. Plus, on top of that, when I was with my friend Aaron's place, I saw another YouTube directorial from the director from Chronicle. I have to find the information. I'll put it in the actual Facebook when I'm done with all this. It was absolutely fantastic, and highly recommend watching it. Again, I'll find this basically what the actual the YouTube video was the director talking about Doomsday, Superman, and stuff like that, and from his perspective. And I don't want to spoil it too much, but if you watch it, you'll get some really, really cool surprises. Again, I'll post it on my Facebook. People who are interested, you can stop by facebook.com/Receppet. That's spelled RCEHOPPE, where we actually advertise our actual show from. And we'll post on it. Absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend everyone get involved with that. Let's see. What else is my movie news here?
Star Wars came out.
It did.
Why
we mention this movie? What did I say about this movie? It's the film we will not mention unless we get an endorsement check from LucasArts. But however, before we get into that, allow me to do the top 5 for films. Okay. But however,
Five
five
time.
time. But however, before I get into that, I'd like to really announce that supports your independent movie theater. Stop by the Frederick Twin Cinema, and today is Double Down Tuesday. Get in for $4, and they're showing The Big Miracle, and of course, Journey 2 with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So hey, $4 to see The Rock. Valentine's Day, grab your chick or your soulmate and head on down to the Twin Cinema and see The Rock do his family movie thing. So, anyways, to move forward, here are the top 5. In the number 5 spot, we have Chronicles, we talked about before, coming in at $12 million. And of course, the most recent Lucas Kabuffle, coming in at, believe it or not, at, this is number 4. Listen to this, kids. $23 million. Then you have Journey, the new Rock production, coming in at number 3. Ready for this? At $27.6 million. Plus, on top of that, we have the new movie called Safe House, which is coming at $33.3 million. And of course, number 1 box office for this particular weekend, from last weekend, is The Vow. I never heard of this movie. They're coming in, ready for this, at $41.7 million.
From what I heard, it's a chick flick, and I think a lot of couples will be going out to see that tonight.
I can see that coming together. I thought The Vow was a horror movie, but I guess I'm right with that. But however, the thing is that because of our slamming the movie that I will not name, it came at number 4, the new Star Wars flick in 3D.
I had a friend of mine check it out on opening night. He said there was only 20 people in the theater. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And everyone who's listening to this, you deserve a pat on the back, you deserve a hero cookie, because the thing is that this is complete garbage in a nutshell. To basically illustrate this point, there's this fantastic website called redlettermedia.com. And on there, they have a review for episodes 1 through 3. And the cool part about these critiques is that each critique is the exact same length as the original movie. So, as an example, if Star Wars Episode 1 comes in at 200 minutes, the critique for Episode 1 is exactly 200 minutes.
So, do they watch it and give a commentary?
They give it a full commentary, and they rip Lucas apart, and it's awesome. And just for the Star Wars Episode 3 in 3D, they actually took Episode 1, put it through an actual 3D programmer, and you can watch it in 3D if you wish. And on top of that, they also have an audio track. So if you want to watch the movie and listen to Red Letter Media's critique, you could do as such as a download as an actual WAV file, which is absolutely hilarious. So good on you, Red Letter Media. Good on you. Absolutely fantastic.
There's actually a movie called The People versus George Lucas. I haven't seen it, but apparently it's 2 hours of Star Wars fans.
I think I've seen some of that. I'm not quite too sure, but I did see some of it. So you know, if you're out there on the YouTube, floating around there, that's fantastic. And also, again, don't be terrorists, folks. Support your local independent movie theater scene. And if you're in the actual Wilder region, stop by the Frederick Twin Cinema. See the 2 movies you currently have, once again being The Big Miracle, followed by Journey 2.
You know what's coming out this Friday?
What's coming out this Friday, my friend?
A new anime flick from Studio Ghibli and written by Hayao Miyazaki.
Do I know that guy?
Yes, you do.
I do?
Awesome. You're a fan of a few of his titles. It's The Secret World of Arete.
That's
awesome. Coming to theaters this weekend.
Maybe we should get the E&C kids out. Maybe we'll go down on Tuesday or something like that.
If you're listening out there.
There you go. So maybe we'll hit this. Is it like a... It's from Disney, right?
It's going to be a Disney dub, so unfortunately, for those that enjoy it in Japanese with English subtitles, it's going to be an English cast. But
so maybe we should watch this as a matinee or something like that. I think it'd be kind of cool.
I'm just happy whenever an anime film comes out to
no, I completely agree. And
nationwide, or not just one time showing, but it's going to be playing.
That's awesome. Well, that's the power of Disney. For it's like, we made a movie.
Yes.
And if this sucks, that's okay because we have Dwayne's new movie. Is that done by Disney that you're aware of?
Journey 2?
Yeah.
Not sure.
Well, we'll find out about that. We'll come back to all of our
Is Brendan Fraser a Disney guy?
That's the funny part. I don't know. I want to see Paramount, but I may be incorrect. So Maybe someone can tweet us in from
Yeah, tweet us.
hop on Ryan _ Kennedy on Twitter and basically on the Twitter, and let us know if this is a Disney film or a Paramount production.
Mr. Johnson is actually known to be on a few Disney series. Like
He sold his soul.
he was even on like Hannah Montana and stuff like that. So
how far
I wouldn't
they
be
fall.
too surprised if
Well,
it
but you
was.
know what? It's like number 3 in the box office, and it beat out Star Wars. You know, craptacular 3D. You know what I mean? So obviously there's some stuff happening with that, which is absolutely fantastic. So essentially, from all of this, looks like things are good in the movie industry.
Yeah.
'Cause I would be really, really upset if Star Wars Episode 1 in 3D could actually take up. But anyways, can we cut to some song here, and we'll come back to the rest of our show? Can you do that for Mr.
Oh
Kennedy?
yeah, definitely.
Awesome, cool. Thank you very
We'll
much.
be back in just a jiffy.
Yeah, for sure.
Gentlemen, how's it going?
Who are you?
I am Jeff Steger.
Okay, hello Jeff. I'm
Hi.
Ronald.
And yourself?
I'm Ronald.
Hi, Ron.
How can we help you?
I have the next show.
You have the next show? Oh, okay,
Oh.
very good. Sorry, I never met you before, so
Yeah.
I'm kind of going, who in the fuck is this guy? All right, no, we got you. So you're on after us, not a problem.
Yeah, take your time. Take me 10 to 15 minutes before I can. I'm gonna roll at about 2:15. So just finish at 2 o'clock. Leave some music playing. I won't try to do this shift. It's not important, I guess.
For sure.
Is this your first time going live, or have you done a show before?
I've been here for about
Oh wow.
7 months.
Oh, 7 months.
You just changed your.
I was originally doing 3 of us doing the jazz, swing, and blues show, and now I've spun off and doing the agriculture show.
Okay.
And yourself? So you've been here doing this for a while.
Well, this is a show 18 for us. So
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
This will be show 5 for the agriculture show, and I just did show 31 for the blues show.
Okay.
And that sort of stuff.
I got you. To let you know, I have ADD,
Mhm.
so if you're gonna make a movement or talk, just stay away.
Okay.
Because I get distracted really, really easily.
Good to know.
That's
That's good to know.
to know that because usually when we run the show, there's like no one after us or anything else like that.
Shall I stay out of your field of vision, or shall I?
If you don't mind, not to be a jerk, it's like no. What we can do is put you over there. We'll close the curtain so I'm not being distracted, and that would be absolutely
Fair
fantastic.
enough. I'm glad you told me that.
For sure. I wasn't, and also tell when you came, I wasn't quite sure if you were going to fix the ceiling or what the case may be. It's just, it's such a mess.
I know it needs to be fixed.
Yeah. Oh, this is just a
It's
disaster.
a great show you guys do. It's a lot of fun. I tune in once in a while.
Oh, you
so-
You do awesome.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
You and all the other guys are up here. It's good you have nice banter, and I'm a talk show as well. So
Okay, that's cool. I dig it. Not a
it's
problem.
the best.
Okay.
Yes.
So when we cut back, Kennedy, what do you want to cut to?
What's some video games?
Video games.
Let's go over lots of games coming out today. So
Cool. My comic book segment is really, really small. I've got like maybe one announcement to put in. So let's jump back into after this song here. Okay. So how many?
it's 1:22 by the way. So.
Yeah. So what's how long is the song running for?
Minute 30 seconds. We go back in.
Alright.
Oh, it's in kanji.
Yeah, we're gonna push kanji. So we'll push kanji, and then we'll cut the gaming stuff. Is that cool? Or only gaming stuff then kanji?
Well, gaming stuff. I'm just gonna talk about new releases.
Okay.
So, and then we can talk about kanji.
Okay. I hope Scott's getting away with it tonight.
Must be. Alright, 30 seconds.
Let's close this here.
everyone. We're back live.
Yeah, sorry about that break there. We had to quickly cut from our show to some music. What was that song that you played there?
It was actually Alicia Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah, another love song for our special Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's just so freaking awesome. And I'm glad Valentine's Day is coming together for everyone that's listening to our particular broadcast. And just to basically pay some bills off really quickly here. To let you know where the Comic Book Guys working title will be broadcast from CKMS, Sound FM on the 100.3 dial.
Got it.
You can catch it. You can see us on the website, which is basically soundfm.ca, plus on top of the Rogers box at 946 on Ustream, www.ustream.tv/channel/Recepit, and that's spelled RCEHOPPE, plus on top of it when it says a tweet, you can do as such at Ryan_Kennedy on the Twitter. So if you do all that, you're absolutely fantastic. Plus on top of that, we're putting it out there, letting us know if the new Journey 2 is a Disney film or an actual
Paramount or
production.
whatever else.
Yeah, exactly. So
Studio
there's a tweet,
might
let us know
have
what you
it.
think, and we'll take it from there. And also on top of that, as before, we'll talk about gaming stuff.
That's right.
Unfortunately, our guest cannot be here today due to the circumstances beyond his control, so we wish Scott Fair steady return to whatever projects he's currently following, and we may or may not have him on the show times to come. But however, as I said before, we got a gaming segment,
That's right.
and Mr. Kennedy, you want to lead us through that?
That's right. Well, lots of new releases. We're getting back into the whole gear of new games coming after the holiday season, and what better game to play today than some Twisted Metal with that loved one? Just kill each other up. Have you ever played a Twisted Metal game?
Oh, I played Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
It's an awesome game.
The new one, the long-awaited title for PS3, should be hitting store shelves today. So
Really?
the new one, it looks amazing, and I
What's it
have a lot of
called?
friends. It's just called Twisted Metal. It doesn't really have
Oh,
a number behind it,
That's
but
interesting.
it's
okay.
just it's been a while since we've seen a Twisted Metal game,
Yep.
and it looks phenomenal. And I have a lot of friends that are excited to play, get some multiplayer on.
That'd
And
be awesome.
what better way to celebrate than a St. Valentine's Day Massacre with some Twisted Metal, right?
That'd be
Let's see.
fantastic.
We also got some other titles coming out today. Jagged Alliance back in action for PC. Crusader Kings 2 also for PC. The Sims 3 Hidden Springs looks like an expansion pack. Dear Esther for PC. Oh, just leveled up there. Grand Slam Tennis 2 for PlayStation 3. Telepath RPG. Servants of God for PC. Lots of titles coming out. Grand Slam Tennis 2 for Xbox 360. Here's a good one for all the fighting fans out there. Blaze Blue Continuum Shift Extend. So if you're a fan of
The new Blaze Blue.
the new
came out,
Blaze
didn't it?
Blue, yes, with more
Awesome.
characters, more levels, it's going to be amazing.
For what system? All of them or just
All of them, well, except for
All
PC.
of them.
So if you're a PS3 or Xbox 360 guy, get your arcade stick out for whatever system you prefer, and just get at her. Yeah, new Blaze Blue on it.
That'd be awesome.
And for all the Mario and Sonic fans out there, we got Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games. So apparently there's going to be some
Really?
wrestling in it, so you can wrestle Mario and Sonic on the mat.
That's interesting.
That's been a long time coming. Those two rivals.
So let me get this straight.
Yes.
Explain to me again.
Well, you know how wrestling is an Olympic sport, right?
Yeah.
Well, since they're going to be doing a whole bunch of different Olympic Games stuff in it, wrestling happens to be one of them. So along with sprinting and all the popular stuff that goes on during the Olympics. So wrestling.
That's
Wrestle
awesome.
Sonic and Mario. Go at her, guys. And just speaking about fighting, the new UFC game comes out. UFC Undisputed 3 comes
Awesome.
out for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. And we also have a new SSX game still will be coming out today. So, yeah.
So that sounds like a lot of games. For
Oh,
all
wow,
those
yes.
people
I mean,
who unfortunately are broken-hearted.
your wallet will be butterflies after today. Like, gaming is just crazy these days, and...
$60 a game? Yeah, that's worth it.
Oh, yeah.
So, out of that list, Mr. Kenny, what would you recommend people go out and buy?
I'm going to have to recommend Twisted Metal X, or 10. It actually does have a name behind it, 10.
Okay.
So it's number 10 there, right?
Unfortunately, it's only... Sorry, I'm not in the shot
That's okay.
there. But unfortunately, it's only for PlayStation 3. It's not for any other system. But if you're a PS3 guy,
Yeah.
Definitely, it's the game to get. If you're a Wii only person, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, definitely for that. And for Xbox 360, I'm just gonna say Blaze Blue, because you gotta get your fighting on, right?
Yeah.
Some good old Blaze Blue high definition anime
Well, you know what?
fighting
We'll
game.
circle this and come back to it in a little bit. We'll see exactly which game sold the best. And it should be very, very interesting. I personally think that Blaze Blue would do fantastically well, but however, I'm an old Twisted Metal freak, so it should be interesting.
Twisted Metal, that's right.
Yeah, so it should be interesting if that one does sell better than the other one.
Great.
Well, what do you think? Should we do the next week's segment?
Well, it'll be hard to see right off the bat which is going to sell the most, but in time we'll definitely let you know how many copies sold and stuff like that. And hopefully, as the year winds down, maybe we'll have our own little award ceremonies for games or something like that, or favorites of the year. So we'll see.
That would be pretty cool. So basically, that ties in our gaming segment, and on top of that, for comics this week, the really, really big news is that I don't know how this is done, but it's been done. IDW, the people who brought you Transformers, G.I. Joe, and all those other fantastic comics, including Ninja Turtles, a whole 9 yards.
Ninja Turtles.
Exactly. Is actually stepping up their game by releasing a Doctor Who / Star Trek crossover.
There we go. Doctor Who game.
That should be absolutely just freaking fantastic on every level. So there we go. All right then. So from this point, let's do a bit of a break here. Let's spin some more songs.
Sure.
And we'll come back with some more stuff.
Well, for sure. We'll see you guys in just a minute.
Yep.
Is that all good?
No, that's good.
Lots of games.
With Scott fucking off.
Yeah.
We lost a half an hour today. So basically, when we're talking about, I want to wrap the actual.
Have you heard about Comic Book Men?
I heard about it. I haven't seen it.
I'll talk about it.
I didn't like it at all.
I'm gonna say how people were confused and us. I'll joke around or something. Well, I don't know.
Well, we have half an hour left.
Yeah.
Way I look at it is how much more information do we have? Because I'm out. Like out.
Kanji.
Should we wrap the show up early then?
15 minutes early. Let's do another 15 minute. We can bring them in if you want, or just say, hey, because Domingo kind of says something about us, and we can just say, hey, we got a new member afterwards. Something else.
Fucking up the show today, asshole.
Yeah.
I got a girl coming over. Why don't you fucking tell us that earlier?
Yeah.
Oh well, shit happens.
We'll talk about more after.
Who gives a shit about us, eh? So, there we are. Alright, so we'll cut another 15 minutes of jibber-jabber, cut the show early. Hey, bud, what's the name of your show?
What's my show?
Yeah.
It's called the Agriculture Show. Agriculture.
Let's have one of these wonderful cookies. What should we save for after the show?
They're all yours, bud.
What's that?
They're all yours, bud.
They're all mine?
Yeah.
I don't know the shares.
Oh, I got way more at home. Hopefully they're okay.
Oh no, just they're okay.
They got hearts on them.
They do.
Pillsbury.
You like lunch after the show?
Hmm?
You like lunch after the show?
No.
Well, cool. Don't believe this. Interviewed Nikki Payne. Mick Foley, whole bunch of people in between. We have one cancellation. Contact you guys at Con G. Get a post up for that show. Really push things through.
We'll go on after this song.
Cool. Who texted us?
No. We'll check the voicemail later. Not sure.
So let's talk about the whole funky stuff.
You can add stuff. Whatever you'd like to add in.
Hey, game set. You're ready for game set. Is this
No. All the anime stuff I had was very mushy, like like the first song I was playing, for example. I wanted to play something.
If we wanted to do a Valentine's show, I know we talked about it, I forgot what.
Alright, 10 seconds. Everyone, we're back live.
Woo!
Woo!
Living in the city, Valentine's
Danko
Day.
Jones.
Anyways, as always, we come back to break to let you know we are the Comic Book Guys working title. We're basically coming to you live from CKMS, Sound FM, 100.3 in the FM dial. You can catch CKMS on your favorite web search program at soundfm.ca. Plus, if you want to listen to us live on the actual television, you can do as such by basically punching in 946 on the Rogers box. Unfortunately, not in Koji Code yet, but one day we will be there. Plus, on top of it, when you see us live, you can do as such by jumping on Ustream, which is ustream.tv/channel/Roseppet. That's spelled RCEHOPPE. Plus, on top of it, when you get media oriented with us, you can do as such by dropping us a Twitter at Ryan_Kennedy. And if we like your tweet, we're live on the air.
In, yeah.
So, as we're coming to the hour where we wrap stuff up, so what are we going to talk about now, Mr. Kennedy?
Well, for those that haven't heard, there's a great convention coming up.
Is there really?
On the 25th and 26th of February.
Oh, that's awesome.
Called Con-G.
Con-G. Does the con stand for convention and the G stand for quote?
It does, but it's actually a nice little pun. Kanji is actually the type of calligraphy and script that the Japanese use for words. So kanji. So the scripture that at least the Japanese borrowed from the Chinese. Yeah. So it's a nice little pun, kanji. I like it. So it's coming up on the 25th, 26th, so that's Saturday and Sunday. It's going to be held at the Guelph Holiday Inn at 601 Scottsdale Drive in Guelph, Ontario.
What's the address again?
That's 601
Yeah.
Scottsdale Drive in Guelph, Ontario. It's
Awesome.
actually just right around the corner from the Stone Road Mall, which
Really?
most people are
I
familiar
know
with.
Stone Road Mall. They have
Yeah.
they have a lot of cool stuff there.
Yeah, 25th, 26th, and there's going to be a lot of stuff there. They're going to
Oh,
have,
really?
if you're an anime fan, there's going to be panels, workshops, cosplay chess, lots of different events.
That sounds absolutely fantastic.
And for gamers, they're actually going to have the Game Asylum portable
You
truck.
mean the Game
Yes,
Asylum?
right outside.
Oh,
so
that's awesome.
they're going to be playing a lot of popular games on.
Do you think they have
46-inch
Twisted
plasmas.
Metal 10?
Oh, I hope so.
They better be. And they also better have, you know, the other thing, you know, the new Blaze Blue. That'd be pretty
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
But
so-
for those that haven't experienced the Gamers Asylum, me and Recepit have actually
we're
made
at
it
the
out.
lunch party, weren't we?
We're at their lunch party at
We
the
walked with a
Vitamins.
whole bunch of swag.
Yes, we did. T-shirts, hats, bags, bottles, lots of cool stuff. They'll be having swag there as well at Ganji, so you'll definitely want to check it out. I mean, they're going to be doing some System Link LAN parties in there, and
Oh, that's kind of cool.
lots of cool stuff for everyone to check out. So they'll be outside with their truck, so you can't miss it. Let's see what else. There's lots to do. They also got to have DDR, Dance Revolution, inside the hotel itself.
Oh, that's cool.
So you always, gotta get your DDR on for a lot of people.
No, I totally dig that. We had DDR at EMC, didn't
That's
we?
right.
Yeah, that's what we got going on. That's
And-
awesome.
And at Anime North, AN Gaming, I believe, has the biggest DDR section at any convention that I've ever
No,
seen.
do you think so?
Oh, for sure. So, I mean, I know those crazy otaku out there just counting down the days for Anime North. People were buying up those tickets like
I heard the
crazy.
stuff that not to go through the different segment here. I heard the Anime North, they're 50% outsold so far.
And that was just last week. We actually made that announcement. They could
Yeah.
be 60 or more. So I believe only 15.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of kids. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. There's gonna be 20,000 of them running around doing what they do.
Anime
best,
Planet,
and
as I call it, little section. But however, let's stay on Mark and let's talk
Yeah.
about more about Kanji.
Yeah,
So,
so
Miss
definitely-
Kennedy.
A lot of information on www.con-g.com. You gotta remember the dash. Dash is in there. con-g.com.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole slew of guests as well. So
So, why don't you tell us what the guest list is like this year?
Yes. So I'll give a rundown of guests. They have a whole bunch from voice actors to just community cosplay guests. So I'll just give a list of a few here. We have Andrea Limon.
Mm-hmm.
She's a famous voice actor.
Oh, excellent. What's she done? Do you know offhand?
Let's see here. She's done young Andrea from Reboot.
Okay.
So if
that's
you're a Reboot
awesome.
fan like I am, you're gonna mark out.
Hey, there's some autograph up
There you
there.
go. Kyle Hebert,
Mm-hmm.
who is best known, in my opinion, for Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. So definitely, that's gonna be awesome to see him, and we hope to see him and talk to him as well.
That's awesome.
And then rundown of other guests. They're all community YouTube superstars. We got Justin, Jew Wario, Carmichael.
Oh,
Sorry if I
wow.
apologize on any of your guys' names. Caitlin, Mars Girl Dickinson, the Birdman, Michael Dodd.
Michael Dodd.
It'll be another chance to see him at Conji if you
Yeah.
have a chance to see him at EMC, Emerald's Mini Convention this year.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen B. Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
The 404s will be doing their infamous comedy act. They got Laura De Souza,
Mm-hmm.
Don McKenzie,
Mm-hmm.
Ricky Dick.
Ricky Dick. You mean the Ricky Dick?
Yeah,
You're kidding me.
he's gonna be there.
Oh, my
Christian Potenza.
okay.
We got Kevin Brewer,
Okay.
Kevin Chan,
Mm-hmm.
Devin Harrigan,
Okay.
Dr. Holocaust.
Yeah, we know Dr. Holocaust. He's got a lot of good stuff going on, that kid
I think
does.
there's
I'm
gonna be
really impressed.
A battle of good versus evil happening at Conji.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Amanda Irwin
Okay.
and a DJ Janice, I believe, is going to be doing their dance
Excellent.
Saturday night.
Sounds
We
like
have
a lot of fun.
Crystal Mezier.
Okay.
Likewise Productions is going to be there.
Uh-huh.
And our also friendly, famous Tom Dangerous Savage.
Known as
Savage Bandito. He goes by two identities. But here he kind of gives it up. It's Savage Bandito, Tom Savage will be there.
I dig it.
And Amai Shari will be there, cosplay community guest. So a whole, like I said, a whole slew of guests will be there and doing what they do best,
That's
which
awesome.
is run around and make videos of crazy antics.
Well,
Like
you know what?
Kanji.
It sounds like Kanji for 2 days is a very solid pack. Fan favorites for everyone. Like, I'm quite impressed by the roster of guests they're gonna have there, especially the reboot cast. Like, it sounds
Definitely.
like a lot of fun. So basically, you can swing on by www.con-g.com. Purchase your tickets online, buy yourself a hotel suite, and
Yeah.
the people there will absolutely love you for it. They'll be tickled green to have you there, if you know what I mean. Plus, on top of that, I'm mistaken, this is our 4th year running.
Oh yeah, season
So-
4 and weekend passes are going for $30 at the door.
$30 a door, that's not bad for a couple days of fun.
Exactly,
Not
a
bad
lot
at
of
all.
cosplays and it's our neighbors in Guelph, so
So yeah,
Hey.
it's a whole community aspect, going out there,
Not too
supporting
far.
each other. Because if I'm not mistaken, some of the members of Kanji came in, helped us out with our masquerade
That's
component,
right.
which is absolutely fantastic, and they did a fantastic job. Videos are online. If you can, stop by www.go2enc.ca and hop on the Facebook group, and then from there we'll have a link of actually showing the full masquerade contest we had. So that's
for sure.
pretty cool.
And again, the date is February 25th to the 26th at the Guelph Holiday Inn at 601 Scottsdale Drive, Guelph, Ontario. I believe there are still openings at the hotel.
You know what? I have an idea for you.
Book a hotel
we'll
room.
contact the guys over at Kanji. Maybe we could have like a gift giveaway or something like that. That'd be
awesome.
fantastic. And the thing is that, as I said before, it's really hard to actually do shows like this within the Wilder region. I can only imagine how difficult it would be within the actual Guelph area. So, you know what? We're going to help these guys as much as we possibly can. So, again, we're really supporting Kanji. Big thumbs up.
Oh, definitely.
And we'll get some posters, we'll give away some giveaways if we can, and really make this a really good symbiotic relationship between all those who are involved. So we'll put a question mark behind this because obviously we're going to contact the guys at Kanji, see what we can't do. And I'm pretty sure we could work on something. Yeah.
So for the meantime, check out con-g.com.
Yep.
Their schedule is actually online. Check out all your things
Is
to do.
it really?
Go through, yeah, you can check it out.
That's awesome.
So check out the website, guys.
So there we go with that. That's absolutely fantastic. So the thing is, again, Kanji, one more time, that's www.con-g.com. Swing it over the website and basically tell them the comic book guys working title.
Definitely.
Sent ya. And
It's comic book guys, not comic book men.
Oh, really? Tell us
So,
more about this, Mr. Kenny.
Yes. Apparently, some people were confused and thought we were on the television. Not
Yeah.
true.
No, wait a minute.
We are the first
We're
comic
coming
book
live
guys.
from
That's
the
right.
YouTube channel.
But funny, what I kind of get off of the comic book men is it's like Pawn Stars, if you've seen that show, where people come into the Silent Bob, Jay and Silent Bob, Secret Stash, and come in with things and get them appraised, or just to see what the value is. It's like, to me, it's like the Pawn Stars show.
You know what?
Seeing
That's
what
very,
that is.
very interesting because
So you can-
there used to be a comic book shop within the regional Waterloo called Looking for Heroes. Yeah, I was looking for heroes.
For
No,
heroes?
no. What?
Another one?
Now
is-
and Then. There we
Now
go.
and
Sorry about
Then.
that, fellas. It's Now and Then Books. And the person that used to own this was Harry Kramer. And Harry was an absolute. He was a really, really good guy. He took people under his wing, helped them
awesome.
out. As a matter of fact, Dave Sim, aka the actual creator of Cerebus, if it wasn't for Harry and his comic book store helping Dave out, especially through those first very difficult years, I don't think we would get Cerebus. But however, unfortunately, it seemed to be when how can I put this? The way it used to be when you had a comic book appraised, you just went to the comic book shop and they looked at the actual quality and said, well, this is mint, near mint, super mint, or poor condition. And what happened was is that the guys at oh my goodness, I'm trying to get my history straight here. There was a group of individuals that actually praised comic books, and from that, it completely changed the industry. And unfortunately, poor Harry said, well, when this actually took place, that started a downward spiral in the comic book industry. Because what used to happen is that each comic book store graded their own comic books, put on the wall, other stuff like that. But unfortunately, what happened from that, there was some scandal that took place because what happened was is that one comic book shop said this is mint, the other comic book shop said, well, there's a dent right here, so that makes it near mint now, and thus the value goes down even more. So unfortunately, from an insurance policy perspective, they had standardization, and that's kind of where this whole, send your comic book in, get it standardized, and they put it in an actual seal and stuff like that. But long story short, Harry basically said that was the downfall, the beginning of the downfall of the comic book industry. If you can see how the comic book industry was today, I think he would be really, really sad at how things have turned out, because it's sort of like, they got the comic books there, and it's just there's this really weird, sort of like Senior X, you know what I mean? It's like you get this really odd feeling going on and stuff like that, because I personally think that a lot of comic books just have missed the actual boat when it comes down to stuff. But however, the comic book men, very interesting, because it seems to be what they're trying to do is giving this appraisal company a run for their money, which is very interesting. But anyways, I took it away from Mr. Kenny, so please tell us more about the show.
It's a new show on AMC, so I believe it followed The Walking Dead, which a lot of people were watching, so it's a good act to put after. And it was not too bad. Some stuff they brought in just to get appraised was the $1 Million Man, Steve Austin figure, like the original doll figure.
Oh, really? So there's one of those comic books that you do.
Yeah, figures and anything geeky. People were bringing in original sketch from the original creator of Batman, which I think is Bob Kane.
Bob Kane. Yeah. You got it, buddy. Got it in one.
It was a signature and a sketch of Batman and Robin. Dude brought it in.
How much roughly were they actually saying it was worth?
What they said, do not sell it for under less than 10,000.
Wow.
So, and this, well, the man unfortunately has passed on.
He had.
So something like that is like priceless. So.
No, for sure. It's to the point. I remember back in the day that Magic cards were around. A friend of mine sold his first Alpha set, which included all the cards back then for like less than $100. And today you could actually cash that in and buy a house with it. It's really amazing how far geek culture has extended from back in the day, back in the 90s to what it is today, which is really, really different to see. It's like, my goodness. But however, what else in this TV show did they talk about?
Just in between stuff, like what goes on at the Jay and Silent Bob secret stash, just kind of the day-to-day opportunities and how they argue and stuff like that. It's okay show. It's the first episode. The premiere was on yesterday.
Interesting.
Or was on Sunday.
I find it very interesting that Kevin Smith is actually now branching off into television, because mostly he was into trying to get into the YouTube thing, kind of work, kind of type of thing. But he's really big on the Twitter. He's got all of his Kevin Smith fans following him on that. Remember the fiasco he had with that one airport company? So that was interesting when he actually blew the whistle on that, because they want to charge him, since he's a heavy set gentleman, they want to charge him for 2 seats versus one. Oh, really?
It's not that big, and they want.
Well, exactly. It's like, what the hell is this? And the thing is, Kevin Smith really went on the defensive and said, "This is what we're doing. This is what they're doing to me, and I don't like it. Screw these guys." And really gave him a jab in the eye. You know what I mean? So that was interesting. But however, seeing Kevin Smith in television, it's I personally say that says a lot. You know what I mean? Because like Kevin Smith is usually a not a multimedia individual. Like he's focused on movies, and that's his gig. But it's like he's branching off into television, which should be interesting. But however, at the same time, that's not quite too true, because he also had Bob and Silent J cartoon that came out a while ago that a lot of kids really, really enjoyed. So, should be interesting how this works out. How many episodes will we give this? We get 6 episodes or 12?
Before it gets pulled, or anything? I'm not sure. It's we'll see. All I know is the comic book guys will still be here.
Yeah, we'll be here. Working title.
Working title will come out with a new, fresh title, just like how Aqua Teen Hunger Force became the Aqua Teen Patrol Unit.
Really?
You know, they changed the name. It's the same show. They just changed the name at the 8th season.
That's hilarious. All right, my friend. Is there anything else you wish to add to our show by chance?
I'd like to get your opinion. Should I be watching the Grammys? The Grammys happened Sunday. Did you get a chance to catch it? Yes.
Well, Whitney Houston passed away, unfortunately, over the holidays, over the weekend. It's kind of weird because, if I'm not mistaken, the Beverly Hills police are not releasing public reports until she passed away, so we don't know if it was a drug overdose or whatever the case may be. But however,
Toxicology reports come back in.
Yeah, it's the thing about that. This is the weird part. It's going to take at least 2 weeks for that to come back. When they do come back, they're going to public release them. They're not going to public release them. So I found that to be very interesting. But however, it all comes down to it is what it is type of thing. So it should be interesting in how this little story plays itself out, because everyone knows that Whitney and Bobby used to be married. They got a divorce, and of course, she really took on the drugs. And I think the big thing is that I think I don't want to get into conspiracy theory here, but I think they're trying to protect the pharmaceutical companies, because a lot of stars recently, if you've been following up all the recent deaths, have all been through prescripted medication. So it's very interesting how this one will swing. And of course, the thing is that with today's media and people who watch it, it should be fairly sheepish. How to bring this forward. What I mean by that, like 2 weeks from now, I don't remember anything of this. So that doesn't make the radar. But it should be interesting how she passed away, which is very unfortunate, because there's that one less star in the sky, if you know what I mean, bringing out entertainment for everybody. But however, everyone knows that Whitney had again a severe drug addiction and so forth. So, but however, she was making a comeback. It sounded like she was really getting her collective stuff together, and she basically divorced Bobby Brown. Sounded like she was off the drugs, and it should be interesting what she was taking in place of that, because everyone knows that heroin and crack is sort of just a little bit addictive. So yeah, so it should be interesting how this all works out. We'll keep our listeners involved of what comes out from all this. So basically, yeah. So
any songs you could recommend of hers?
I'm not gonna lie. I feel sorry that she's passed away.
Yeah.
But it was never really a big Whitney fan to begin with. Everyone kind of knew that this would happen sooner or later, because when you have a celebrity holding on with their fingertips to that little bit of stardom they currently had, and I think she produced or she was part of an album that didn't sell too well. So it's like, it's a mess. So the thing is that no, I do not have any songs that are possible. So that's just me. You know what I mean? Like, I apologize for anyone who's listening to us, but nothing really.
I think what might actually happen is people that have never really heard of her, like me, for example, is going to actually look at her catalog and listen and have a listen, because
for sure,
just to see, and maybe her albums on iTunes and all that stuff will really take off and happen with Michael Jackson.
From this point, who really knows?
Yes.
But however, one of the funny things is that we're sort of running out of time here, Mr.
Yes, we are.
So let's wrap things up. Let's tell our friends who are listening. We'll return next Tuesday from noon until 2 here in CKMS Sound FM on the 100.3 dial. What?
Same Batman time. Same Batman day.
Exactly.
Find out what happens next.
And on top of that, we really do appreciate all the listeners who are listening to us today. And next show will be show number 19, and hopefully we'll have our collective house cleaning completely at that point in time. And on top of that, what I talked about comic books from earlier, if you can, if you're in the kitchen, please stop by Looking for Heroes, which is on 95 Kings Ontario Street South in Kitchener. Their website is lookingforheroes.com. Plus, on top of that, Carry On Books in King Street. They don't have a website, but they have a groovy Facebook group, which is facebook.com/Carry On Comics. And also on top of that, we'll give a quick shout out to Vintage Gaming in Toronto. And they have a website, which is vintagegaming.ca. If you can, for all your fantastic good stuff on buy stuff up. And we'll take it over from there. Anyways, my friend, that's our show for today. We'd like to thank all of our listeners. Please, once again, we'll be coming to you live on the interweb as well as the radio on CKMS from noon until 2. Thank you very much for listening to us, and we do appreciate your...
Stay tuned for a new show, which I believe is called the Agricultural Show.
Yeah,
so, new programming here at CKMS.
Absolutely fantastic. You want to know how much your head of cow costs? Well, I'm pretty soon to be able to find out how much that is.
Don't change that.
But however, we'd like to wish all of our listeners a happy and fantastic Valentine's Day. Go see Chronicle. Pretty cool stuff. Support your local independent retailers, and we do appreciate your time and trouble doing us today.
And if all else fails, tomorrow everything will be 50% off. So enjoy, everybody.
See you guys at the wrap. Yeah, we're good. All right, folks, we're done for the day.
Thanks for the promo.